Hi, and welcome to Achieve with Carolina Live, Sleep Conversations with Carolina. So today we're going to be talking about 5 a.m. wakings. Yeah, they suck. So I got a question from my mom. I'm just going to read it. It says, my 2-year-old is waking up at 5 a.m. What can we do to get them sleeping later? Should they skip that? Should they skip straight to one nap already, or what do I need to do with that part? So it's important to first understand a couple of aspects. One is when you are trying to transition your child from 3 to 2 naps or 2 to 1 nap, you want to make sure that they're ready. And one of the factors is for many children, around 2 years old, they start to showcase that they might want to skip it now. So they might want to skip straight to one nap. And most of the time it's pretty false. So what you really want to implement, or what you really want to do, is make sure that you're keeping track of it, making sure that if they are genuinely needing to only nap one time as opposed to two, you're going to see a pattern, and it has to be a consistent pattern. Not 1 or 2 days, not 1 week. Usually you want to do minimum is like 3 weeks to see that on a consistent basis, that mostly every day, that they're skipping at least one nap. And you'll start to notice that, okay, you know what, then that might genuinely be that they might need to skip a nap and just go from 2 to 1. So it's one way that you would do it. The other aspect is also making sure that if they're starting to get night wakings and they're kind of taking 2 naps, that might also show an indication that they might be sleeping too much. So always knowing how much sleep your child needs, the quantity and quality, of course, of sleep is really important in making sure that you know that. And also keeping a diary, keeping track of how their sleeping patterns are. So that's really, really important. So that's one part to answer your question if you feel as though you might need to skip straight to 1 nap from 2. The next part is, how is your environment that your little one is sleeping in? Do you have night lights that are around that are really bright? Maybe they're in a different tone, like blue or purple. Bright colors like that really suppress your sleep hormones, and we really don't want to do that. We want to elevate them. We don't want to suppress them. So making sure that if you are using a night light, you can use colors such as what I have behind here. There we go. It's a Himalayan salt lamp. So you can use warm tones such as sunset colors like orange, reds are really great too. Those really help to maximize and elevate your melatonin, which is your sleep levels. So that's one thing that we would want to do. That's 2 things, because we have the scheduling, and 2 is your environment. Also making sure that it's really nice and dark where your little one is sleeping. So remember, light is your enemy, darkness is your savior when you're trying to create a perfect sleep environment. And then the last part is, this usually works really, really well with toddlers, but they also have to be pretty mature for it. And understanding their colors as well is really important. They have products called tot clocks, which work really, really well. You can check on Amazon. They have so many different kinds. They have one company is called the Grow Clock, GRO and then clock. There's so many different ones. Just research them, which one you feel comfortable with, and implement it. But also you have to have a plan when you're doing it. Not just buying a product. What is going on with this piece? But not having just a product for you just to purchase. You want to really make sure that you're using it properly. Okay. So what that means is that most of these clocks, they have like little booklets on how to properly use them. So meaning like the color schemes that they have. So like yellow would be meaning for this, red would mean for going to sleep, green is for wake up, things like that. So what you would want to do is would want to make sure that your little one knows their colors and understands that, okay, this color means this color means that, and kind of follow through with it. So that's one other thing that can really help maximize with eliminating the 5 a.m. wakings. And then the 4th aspect, super duper important, when are they going to sleep, right? Sometimes we put our kids to sleep for naps when they're just tired, and then we keep bedtime at a strict time. So for example, their naps can be all over the place, but bedtime will always be 7 or it'll always be 8, right? Usually it's at 8 around this age, but I've had many families that connect with me and they tell me that their child is going to sleep around 9 or 10 o'clock or even 11 o'clock because that's when they start to really just kind of fall asleep, but it's because they built up so much sleep pressure. So we really don't want that to happen. We want to make sure that we're placing them down at proper sleep windows. That includes bedtime, and bedtime usually does fluctuate. It never stays the same, mainly because our sleep patterns during the day have specific times that our body produces melatonin at its highest peak, and that's really where we want to stay consistent. Now, the bedtime always fluctuates because you have to play catch up, right? With how the naps are, you would want to balance out bedtime with it. So bedtime is not always going to stay the same. It can be half an hour earlier, it can be an hour earlier. So making sure that you're focusing on that too might be one of the other major reasons in why your little one is waking up at 5 a.m. Okay, so that's a lot that I gave you today for homework. And keep you guys posted. If your little one is waking up at 5 a.m. or even 4, let me know. You can comment here. If you're watching the replay, type in replay. Let me know what's going on with you. How are you going to help your toddler to create a solution so that they're not waking up at 5, but anywhere between 6 and 7 is a perfect time for them to wake up, really just to get that day started. And let me know, what are you guys going to do? So last part is that I am doing a semi-private sleep coaching starting for the new year, and I'm already happy. Like for the first month of January, I am getting pretty booked already for lots of families that have inquired about it. I don't know if you guys saw that I posted about it. You're actually going to get 63% off of my private coaching. Semi-private coaching, it's similar to the benefits that you would be receiving from private one-on-one. But it's a little more affordable and it's broken down into a curriculum basis. So if you have wanted to work with me in the past, and oh my God, this is really bothering me, it's just like sticking out there for no reason. So if you have wanted to work with me in the past, just something that was kind of stopping you, and but you're ready now, and you really want to get sleep for this new year, connect with me. There's many ways that I'm putting together different types of formats and plans that I can help families worldwide and also in different formats. So connect with me again and let's get you guys sleeping, okay? So again, it's called semi-private sleep coaching, and I have a lot of the details. It's pinned on the post on top. And if you want to know more, just private message me and we'll set you guys up with something, okay? Love you. If you have any questions regarding this topic, type it in the comments and I'll be chatting with you guys later tonight, and I'll be responding in the evening, okay? Love you. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.